Today I'm just going to show you how to make a very basic stickman animation. You can watch some of my other Flash tutorials. If they're not here yet, I'll be posting them within the next couple weeks on kind of more advanced techniques you can use. So today I'm just going to be showing you how to do the kind of the basic animating of your stickman. So make sure this is set on animator like that. It's on debug. You won't know your way around, and you can't animate with the debug window setup. And it's best to animate in the animator setup. So we'll just click File, New, and Flash file is fine. ActionScript doesn't matter because we're not going to be doing any of that. That's if you're making video games or something like that. Hit OK. Looks good. You can zoom out by holding Control, pressing minus, or Command minus, or Command plus on a Mac, and that looks good. You can right-click on your project and click Document Properties, and then you can change stuff like the size and the frame rate. I'm not going to change any of this. 15 frames per second is pretty good because you don't have to do a ton of animating. So this looks pretty good. We're just going to make a very simple background, just make it look like a sidewalk. Make sure your rectangle tool is selected, and I'm just going to select a light gray color and draw it in like that. Now I'm going to make another darker rectangle like that. Looks good. And by the way, my outline is set on nothing. Looks good. So what we're going to do is have our stickman just walk in here, trip over here, and he's going to slide like that. So that looks pretty good. Now we're ready to start making our stickman and animating him. So first we're going to create a new layer. Double click on it. Name it Stickman. And I'll just leave this other one on layer 1. It's fine. So that looks pretty good. We're going to zoom in here, Control plus, and click the paintbrush tool. Select a bigger size here. A little bigger, actually probably as big as it can get. Now the funny thing about Flash is if I draw a stroke like that, and if I zoom out and draw another stroke, it'll be a lot bigger because I've zoomed out when I'm drawing it. Or if I zoom in like that, it'll be a lot smaller, even though my paintbrush size is the same size. So what you have to do, actually, it's good if you're going to be animating like an animation over several days, is you note down exactly what percentage you zoomed in at and what size of brush you have. So this could be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that. So anyways, that looks good for now. What we're going to do here is just draw our stickman like that. Next, what you want to do is right click here and turn rulers on. We're just going to drag one down to the height of his waist, drag one down to the height of the bottom of his head, and drag one down to the height of the top of his head, drag another one down to the height of the bottom of his feet. So now we kind of have these guides, so he's not going to get smaller and bigger. I find these are very, very helpful, especially if you're animating a stickman or something. Now I forgot, I'm going to make my stickman black. So I'm just going to click on him here, change this to black. Now since this is already on black, it'll stay black, so we don't have to worry about that. Now we're going to hit F17, and as you can see, this new keyframe here is white. That means there's nothing in it, because these ones are all gray, because this has these two keyframe, this combination keyframe has our background in it, and this top keyframe here has our first stickman frame in it. So now we have to draw our next stickman, and I'm sure you're probably wondering, well, where do I draw him? So what you can do is you can click on this onion skin, it's called. Basically it'll show you a kind of faded out version of our stickman. So I find it's good, if you want a nice smooth animation, go about 1 paintbrush width in front of where he was before, and just connect this line up to where his front foot was. The back one, we're just going to have it kind of bend as if he's starting to walk. Maybe extend that a little, and just draw his head. I'm not going to worry about making it perfect, but you can if you want to. Hit F17 again, and you just can keep on doing this. Connect that up to that foot. F17. So there it goes. You can see we have a nice stickman animation here. Preview it by hitting Control Enter. Not the best, but looks pretty good. Now we need to make him trip over the block, kind of skid to a stop on the other side. That's just as simple as what we were doing. You just draw in your keyframes as you want to go. F17. So there we go, that looks pretty good. Preview it again by hitting Control Enter. Look at that. That's pretty good. Trips over and poof. So this looks pretty good, but what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of kind of stickman blood. Didn't even know stickman really have blood. I thought they were just black lines, but apparently by watching a few other videos they do. So what we're going to do here is just move back until he hits the ground, and turn the onion skin off for the front, extend it a little bit in the back here, right there. So then we can just select a smaller size of brush. That's pretty good. Change the color to I'm going to change mine to hey, what the heck, green color. Just add some little things in like that. Go to the next frame. You can just hit F17 to go to the next frame. There we go, so that's the last frame. So this animation is pretty much done. What you might want to do is have it pause at the end for a little bit. Or what we could do is we could add a little more kind of in there when he hits the edge of the block. Might as well do that quickly. There we go. Let's preview that one more time. That's pretty good. So I think I'm happy with this. I'm not going to do too much more. If we want to have the animation pause at the end, just go to the very end of your animation and just hit F5 until you're happy with the length, and then preview it again. There you go, that looks pretty good. So that's basically how you animate a stickman. So be sure to check out some of my other tutorials, because we're going to be using this exact same setup we've made so far, except we'll be replacing this block with a rolling spike ball, so that'll be fun. That's pretty much it. Be sure to go to the Adobe website and download the trial version of Flash so that you can give this a try. And by the way, I'll show you this one last thing. To get rid of these lines, you just drag these off the screen, and that just gets rid of them. So anyways, hope you've learned something from this tutorial, and I'll post a link to the kind of part 2 or the spike ball tutorial in the description of this video. And yeah, that's it.